Hello my Dogecoin community, hello my Dogecoin family. How are you guys? I will both draw the graph and evaluate the situation. And I will read a big development. This development could be a big leap for Dogecoin. We will grow Dogecoin together. Before we go into details, please like my video and subscribe. Dogecoin actually not seeing a huge sell-off at the point that we are right now because we recently just passed through the neckline of the head and shoulders pattern that we have been creating since about April. As you can see, this is the whole head and shoulders pattern that we have been creating right here, and we basically broken below this neckline, which is usually if we break below that, if we see a lot of volume, which we surprisingly haven't seen a lot of volume, but we did break below it, retest, and now we are heading further downwards as you can see. But since we broke below this, I would be watching Dogecoin very closely to see how it reacts. If we see a lot of selling pressure going on, I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw Dogecoin heading down to much lower levels, and I am going to use the Fibonacci retracement to give you guys a little bit of a potential prediction of the price where it could hit. And of course, doing happy weekend, we know the weekends are always up and they're very volatile. Things can happen. A lot of volatility in the market can be a good thing. We are going to take a look at everything going on right now. We are going to take a look at the pricing of everything, but we are also going to take a look at a lot of headline, because right now in the entire crypto market, with Dogecoin specifically, and also the guys, it's a built bullish and bearish thing going on the mainstream media right now. There's a lot off here, there's a lot of fun, but there's also a lot of things taking place behind the scenes that are going to be catalyst in the future for the entire crypto market. So just like we all understand, guys, we have to be patient in this market. We have to understand how far we have come. We also have to understand how much further there is to go. Cryptocurrency in the entirety of the crypto market is changing the financial system as we know it. It's transitioning from the traditional system with the hedge funds, the banks, the institutions running things, making the billions of dollars and continuing to grow the WI gap around the world, and it's going to evolve into cryptocurrency and crypto assets, and that's where the future is, guys. And that's why I believe in that. If you are investing in cryptocurrency right now, you are ahead of the game. It's going to be volatile and there's going to be a lot of fear because they don't want the change to happen, but just the internet was implemented, and we see how far we've come with the internet. We see how we honestly couldn't live without the internet in today's society. So we have to understand that news, innovation, new technology is always a good thing, but there's always a lot of pushback. People don't like change, right? We have to understand that's part of the game right now, guys. We also have to understand how far we have come, and we just have to keep that 5-year outlook. We have to continuously do our research, continuously make sure we have that conviction to understand what we are investing in and to really have a fair estimate of what we are going to be seeing in returns, guys. But I still believe that Dogecoin and the trajectory is so insanely bullish. I do not think we are a bear market right now, guys. Use your preference accordingly. How to scale the bear market? I'm a fan of buying from the bottom and investing. We are trying to get into a bear trap, and that there's going to be a lot faux volatility and we might springboard up. We just have to be patient. We have to break 42K for Bitcoin to get back in the bullish territory. So look at where we're back, guys. We are fighting for that 30-cent mark so heavily right now. Not a lot of volume is expected with this market, just up in the air right now. But understand, guys, those coins holding up extremely well, holding that number 6 cryptocurrency asset with a $38 billion market cap, guys. So everything is still ahead of Dogecoin. You have to understand how far we have come and how far we still have to go with. There's so much mainstream adoption, guys. We talked about ATMs getting implemented. There's just so much bullishness for the community around Dogecoin and the community around the entry CRPYOT market, Gus. But you have to be patient. You have to understand that there's going to be a lot of pushback from the traditional, the hedge funds, the banks, the institutions who do not want cryptocurrencies to succeed, because it will basically be the end of them. And guys, I really hope you understand this. For cryptocurrencies to succeed, we could be looking at the end of the banking. Okay. Here's the news. Founder on fixing Dogecoin and Elon Musk, fascination with Doge recently. Charles Hoskinson, co-founder and CEO of IOHK, the technology company, contracted to design, build, and maintain the Cardano platform, talked about Dogecoin, which seems to be Tesla CEO Elon Musk's favorite cryptocurrency. Hoskinson's comments about Dogecoin were delivered during a conversation with AI researcher Lex Fridman on episode number 192 of the Lex Fridman Podcast, which was released on June 20th. Fridman started this segment of his interview with Hoskinson by referring to a YouTube video Hoskinson released, in which he explained to Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk ideas for improving Dogecoin. Fridman wanted Hoskinson to talk a bit about how Dogecoin could be made better than it is already. Hoskinson replied, "Well, Dogecoin is like that 9-Inch Nails song, copy of a It's Bitcoin gave Litecoin, Litecoin gave Dogecoin, and it was kind of a parody cryptocurrency. And I think Jackson, Palmer, was trying to do it to like prove a point about all coins, and then true to form, nobody got the doctrine and completely perverted the entire religion. It's always like the Emperor of Mankind, in popular miniature wargame, Warhammer 40k, who was like this atheist, and now there's like this whole religion built around the Emperor. So, Dogecoin has become a thing, and it's become such a large thing that it is a reasonable target for somebody to fix it up, repair it, make it an interesting cryptocurrency. The point of the video was to show what a modern third-generation cryptocurrency really would require. It's a major overhaul, and there are already people doing this. There's Solana, Harmony, Cardano, EOS, and all these other guys, and they have billions of dollars and huge dev teams and all these innovative protocols. If you're really serious about this thing sticking around, being useful in doing stuff, then the point of the video was to show the types of things you'd have to think about and the types of papers that are all open source, patent-free, and don't have any notion of intellectual property behind them that his engineers could grab and go and do. And he did mention on Twitter that he was looking for feedback on how to improve Doge, and so I said, alright, well, I'll just put all these things together. It was a little tongue-in-cheek because I figured he'd ignore it, but it was also showing how hard it is to innovate in this entire space. It's really hard to build a cryptocurrency. Satoshi probably spent years thinking carefully, and that work was a derivative of 30 years of work in the digital asset space starting in the 1980s, working its way through. And then, Bitcoin only did very limited things relative to what Ethereum can do or Cardano can do and so forth. So the minute that you extend that complexity, you're talking about years of R&D, years of engineering effort that needs to be done. So what's the point of Doge? Is it just a meme? Is it actually contending to be useful? Or is it competing as a store value against Bitcoin? Now, if it's competing as a store value against Bitcoin, why the hell does it have the monetary policy it does? Also, there's predatory distribution of the underlying asset, and over 90+% is consolidated, less than 1% of the holders, at a very, very low price point. So they can sell at almost any price point and make a profit. So it hits 50 cents, they're billionaires. And it's not like 20,000 people, it's probably less than 100 wallets that have that distribution. Once the guys who are vested start selling, they can just keep selling and keep selling it right all the way down and make windfall profits regardless of what price they sell at. And who are they selling against? The retail investors, people who make $500 spare money a month or something like that. Fridman then asked Hoskinson if it is possible for Cardano and Dogecoin to work together somehow. Hoskinson answered, "Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. I'm not averse to the idea of cleaning up the codebase, but legitimately whoever comes in, it'd be 2 years or 3 years of work because you have to do real stuff, and that code is like Litecoin circa 2012-2013. Fridman replied, "Well, the interesting thing about Elon is that combination of humor and extreme ambition, like in the face of impossible odds, is something he does really well. And so I think that's the spirit of Dogecoin. It's fun and almost like bold, ambitious innovation. So I think you can't discount the power of that. We will see how this news will bring results in the coming weeks. Of course, Elon Musk's thoughts are also very important. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Let me know your thoughts by commenting. Friends, see you in the next video."